Hello and welcome to episode 2 of the Good Poets Gaming Podcast. Me and Poetic are really happy to say that we are here with Rebecca, Chill and Comfort Gaming. Welcome, Becca. Tell us a bit about
Yay!
yourself.
Yeah, so just to introduce myself, my name's Rebecca. I've just had my birthday. So I've
Ooh,
just
Oh,
happy
happy
birthday.
yeah,
birthday.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, I just turned 32 and my content is all about finding games that you can relax to. So how I got into doing this TikTok page is I got injured last August, ruptured 3 ligaments in my knee, and I needed something to keep me creative. And I've got like an actor's degree and background, and so I kind of wanted to mix the two together, and that's how I got started. And I've nearly been on TikTok for a year now. A year next
Oh,
month.
You've only been doing this a
congrats.
year.
Yeah,
That I thought we'd done it like similar time. Because I'm coming
yeah.
up
I
to
started
2.
August 24th.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Well, congrats on the year.
Thank
That
you.
Yeah.
that's amazing. So you were saying that like you're doing it on TikTok and that's kind of your main avenue, and you're being very successful on TikTok. Like you can just look at your lives to see the viewers that you're pulling in and stuff like that. Would obviously we talk outside of like the kind of the businessy stuff of it, and I know that you're hopefully trying to push to other apps. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I am now on YouTube. I've had to get in a habit of right. I've uploaded something to TikTok, and then must go onto YouTube straight away and just get something uploaded. I've got a Twitch account, but I've not made that proper jump yet. I think because I'm so used to streaming on TikTok now, going on to a new streaming app where it's a different format, it's a bit like, oh, how do I
Yeah.
like sync everything up? So it's just taking a bit of time in terms of tech,
Yeah,
because that's the
Yeah.
whole thing with streaming and content creation, isn't it?
it's overwhelming. I don't know whether you saw one of my recent videos about multi-posting. Just a little plug for it. There's an app called Metricool, and
Oh,
I
I've seen
need to
that.
I need to get sponsored by them because I've like plugged them so much. But it's basically you go onto this app and you go, right, this is my post. You put it on and I post it to YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram all in one go,
Yeah.
and you get
Oh,
50 posts per month.
that's good,
So
isn't it?
yeah, so for
Yeah.
completely
It's
free.
brilliant.
So if you're, if you're doing one post a day, which I am, and that's enough for me, then it's fine. If you're doing 2 posts a day, you can do kind of like half a month-ish. But
Yeah.
it's really really good. But without further ado, let's jump into our weekly patches for this week. Poetic, do you want to start us off?
Yeah, so gosh, it's been a tough week. Been so as I mentioned in the last episode, got a puppy. The past couple of weeks we've essentially been held to ransom by our puppy in terms of when we sleep,
Aw.
when we can have time to ourselves, stuff like that. So the past week we've basically essentially stopped almost everything outside of like work and eating to focus into trying to getting him into a decent enough routine. We've almost cracked it, so that's a positive. And the other positive to that is I've now been playing Metal Gear Solid, which is
Nice.
actually so good. Like I'm really enjoying it. So yeah.
Yeah. You're a
How about
Kojima
yourself?
fanboy as well, aren't you?
Oh, well, you see, right? I don't know if I can call myself a Kojima fanboy anymore because I'm yet to play any Death Stranding game,
Ooh. I know,
and I
Mm.
haven't.
yeah, you know my thoughts on Death Stranding.
Yeah, yeah, your favorite game ever,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I haven't, I haven't actually played every Metal Gear game, but every Metal Gear game that I have played, I've absolutely fallen in love with. So
Right. It's a series I do need to try, to be fair. Um, Becca, what about you? What have you been up to the past week? What have you been playing and
Um.
things?
So, obviously, with my leg situation, just to talk a little bit about that.
Hmm.
So I've been having physiotherapy, and the problem that I'm having is I'm walking a lot better, but they're trying to get my knee to bend more, but it's not bending past 100 degrees. So I'm
Oh,
being referred back to my surgeon, and I'm like, I hope I don't have to have surgery again
oh,
because that's not what I want at
Yeah.
all.
no.
Oh no.
But at least I've got some video games to so when I'm feeling like unwell or whatever, that's like my go-to and my comfort. So I've been playing. So me, I played a game recently and it really caught me by surprise of how fantastic it was. It's called Harold Halibut, and
Oh yes.
the art style is absolutely gorgeous. Have you completed it?
I haven't completed it, but it is very high up on my list to play. It looks amazing.
Oh, honestly, it just I wasn't really sure what to expect. Like, I just didn't watch any gameplay or anything like that on YouTube. I was like, I'm just going in. I'm just going to appreciate it for what it is. And I was really sad when it ended. I was like, no.
No, I honestly, when you, because obviously people know we do the game now, kind of you sent a few of your games that you really like, it's on there. I have no idea what it is.
Right.
I'm like, is it a fishing game? And I'm being sincere, like, I genuinely don't know what it is. Am I way off the mark there?
Well, it's so basically it's a story-based game. So I've actually got the synopsis, so I've got it spot on my Google.
Oh,
But I'll
okay.
read what it says on here. So it says the story of Harold Halibut follows Harold, a shy maintenance worker on the Fedora One, a spaceship that crashed on an ocean planet after leaving a doomed Earth. So basically, in the game, you're kind of following the story of Harold Halibut. You're exploring the world of the Fedora, and you discover some things along the way, which I don't want to say what they are because it'll spoil the story. But it's just really, really good. It's really relaxing. It's got a great story, great animations. I think you're in for a good time if you play it.
That was a bit. Can I just say, have you ever like done any voiceover work or like thought about doing it? Because you'd be amazing at it.
Yeah.
I would love to do voiceover stuff. So I actually have a background in acting. So I graduated as an actor back in 2019, and then we went into lockdown. And
Oh,
Oh
then
yeah.
as even though I'm off work at the moment, I actually work in a museum as a 1940s Blackpool holiday maker as a job.
that's so cool.
That's amazing.
But yeah, I would love to do some voiceover work at some point. It's just really competitive. It's a
Yeah.
Yeah.
competitive world out there.
Well, my dad is attempting in very early stages of making a game. So I've said, listen, once it's all out there, if you need voice actors, I've got a bit of a community that will probably jump at the chance.
That's sick.
Yeah, he's doing it in Unity. I don't know how far along he is, but like he comes to me and goes, "Dan, what do you think about this idea?" And I'm like, "Do it." I've never known that to be. Obviously, I don't want to give it away, but I've never
Yeah.
known that idea to be done, and it's very very exciting.
Oh, I'm
Um,
really excited to see this.
That is really cool. And I'm sure plenty of us will review it as well when it comes out.
That's
Oh,
it. Well,
100%.
this is what I keep trying to do. He keeps kind of like, because obviously life gets in the way, as we all know. So he'll do a little bit of it, and then he'll go away from it, and then by the time he comes back, he'll have forgot what he's done. And so I'm trying like keep pushing it, and I'm like, Dad, I've told this many people, you kind of have to do it now. You know. um, is it my weekly patch now? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, you'd think this was a professional podcast or something. Um, so I'm finally moving house on the 19th. So I don't even know if I told Poetic this, but this is gonna be the last podcast for a little while. I assume you like assume that anyway. Um so Becca, you're gonna be like kind of like a mid-season finale, if you like, on
Yay!
episode two. That's my kind of like weekly patch in a nutshell. That's all that my life has been the last couple of months. But we're finally gonna get in. We booked a van. We've got broadband going in. I've done all the boring adult stuff, and we're ready to go in and have some fun in the new house, which is really exciting because I'm still at my mum and dad's at the minute, so I cannot wait for that.
Oh, I've got a
Um,
question.
oh God, go
What's the first room that's going to get done?
on.
There's only one right answer.
I mean, I want it to be the game room, but I feel like I'll be put in the shed if that happens. So it's
Well,
probably gonna be the bedroom. Uh,
well, you see, when we moved in here, the plan was to get the game room sorted, and I don't know if you remember, the desks kept coming in wrong.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, so like I had like 5 desks at one point just in this room, and they were all completely wrong, and I was like, gosh, this was meant to be the first room to be finished.
Oh God.
So yeah,
Yeah.
When
I
it
but yeah.
mean,
comes,
sorry, go on.
oh god, I'm gonna say, so when you do get round to doing your games room, is there anything that you haven't got yet that you want to add into it?
Oh, what a question. I'm looking around now, and like obviously the guys watching on YouTube can't really see because it's my face, but everything is packed away apart from my electronics. Like the essentials are
Yeah.
still here. They're getting packed away today after the podcast. Um, do I want to add another monitor? Maybe. Um, that'd be because at the minute I've got my laptop here, and oh, that's one, an actual camera.
Mm,
Ooh,
Because at the minute, like it's my laptop camera, it's good, but like you can see the background's a little bit like pixelated. I'm not,
yeah,
which is great. But I'd love to get like not too much of an expensive camera. I think I'd probably go for like maybe 60 quid, 70 quid budget just to
yeah,
start. Because obviously, like that's one thing for anyone who wants to like start doing this type of thing. You don't need all the bells and whistles when you first start. Like,
yeah,
I don't,
absolutely.
I
yeah.
don't know whether you remember, but my first ever live stream was me playing my controller in one hand and holding my phone in the other, pointing at the TV. Like, I didn't even have a stand. And now
Oh
it's
yes, I remember
Yeah.
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
and now it's got to the point where, I've got two monitors, I've got a ring light, I've got an actual microphone. Like, you just build it up as you go. Like, every payday, I put, like, maybe 50 quid towards getting a little something new for my game
yeah,
room. And you just build it up. But yeah, another monitor and a camera. But obviously, with bills and stuff, that'll be a few months down the line till we
yeah,
get we get
Yeah.
settled with what we want to do. Um, and the other thing I've been doing is I'm trying to collab a lot more with other streamers and stuff. So the other day, I think there was about 10 of us. We all got online. This is more on the Twitch side. Um, like a few of the guys that were on my live the other day, Becca, when you popped in, and we played Among Us, and
Oh,
it
right.
was
Yeah.
so much fun. Like it was absolutely amazing, and I can't lie for crap. When I do lie, people think I'm telling the truth. When I tell the truth, they think I'm lying. Like it just wasn't good. But that's kind of it for me. Let's move on to the main quest now. This is where we will talk about our debate that we're going to have later on. Some bits about content creation. We're going to really grill our guests today with some questions, and then we
Ready.
do we do the ranking and the debate as well. So I'll start. My gamer to gamer for today, bit kind of pivoted for you, Becca. I don't know whether pivot is the right word, but you know what I'm trying to say. Cozy and chill games are better as adults. That's
I
Oof,
mine.
that's a
Yeah.
do
Don't
you know
don't
what
give
I
away your
don't,
opinions. Don't
yeah.
give away. Yeah.
okay, okay, I'll do the brain box.
Yeah.
Okay,
Poetic if you want to do yours, and then Becca. I like Becca's one.
mine, mine is games are getting harder and harder as can't speak. Games are getting harder and harder as the generations go on.
Nice.
Mm, okay. I've got an opinion on that, but I'm not gonna say it. I'm excited for that one. Go on, Becca. What's yours? I love your one, by the way.
So my debate that we'll talk about later is why isn't sign language either represented enough in video games or even an option for gamers?
So that's a brilliant. Honestly, I really love that.
Yeah. I've just thought of something to do with that, but I don't. I want to talk about it now, but I
Same.
don't at the same
Yeah, no.
time. Like that's probably the most kind of like. I think that might be the first kind of debate that we've had around accessibility on the
Yeah,
pod. I don't think we've had one like that, so
no.
that's
I
gonna get quite deep. I think that one.
yeah.
Yeah.
I I'm gonna put it out there. I think that's the best debate topic we've had.
Yeah,
Yay!
100%, 100%. And that's what. How many episodes in are we? This is episode
12.
12. Wow,
Yeah.
that's a bit mad actually. 12
Yeah, that's
episodes.
mad.
3 months. 3 months of us, guys. Okay, so now we've got our debates. We're gonna go deep dive into content creation, and usually on the pod we talk about what we've done in the past week in content creation. But when we have a guest on, I quite like to talk about how we each might do content differently, how we what our approaches to content. So Becca, if you would kick us off, that's okay.
Yeah, sure. So, the one thing that I wish I had known at the start of streaming on TikTok, there are different ways to download your live streams, because I have found that I only thought there was one way of downloading it. So basically on TikTok, when you in the TikTok studio, you get sent to the website, but then sometimes you can't download your live stream at all, and then it makes it difficult because you're wanting to get content out there and edited, but if you can't download it, it kind of puts you
Yeah.
on a halt. So I found that you can actually download your live stream onto your phone and things like that.
Oh
So I
wow.
wish that I'd found ways at the beginning to get access to that live stream, so it would be a lot quicker to get my content out.
Mm-hmm. And
So
how do
how are
you?
you doing it?
Sorry, go on, Poetic.
And so how are you doing it before you found this out?
So literally, so I didn't know that in the TikTok studio you can actually just record your live in the app. I thought you had to go through the TikTok website to then just download it and let it process that way. But now that I've learned that you can just record your live stream right from the get go, because I know you could do that through OBS and things like that, but I just use TikTok Studio. So I would say that if anybody is starting content creation or going live, see what your options are in terms of downloading your live streams before you get go, because you can
Yeah.
get some technical problems.
So how do you combat the storage space on your phone when you're doing that then? Because that's always been my
I
problem.
I think the thing is, so what I do, I edit it on the computer first, so I film it on something called Filmora,
Mm.
and then I get that 2 hour stream, and then that down. This is like my whole process. So I edit it down to like 8 minutes. Then I upload the video to Google Drive, and then from Google Drive, and then download it onto my phone. So it means that I've got a backup on the computer and I've got a backup on my phone. So if anything goes wrong, that's the way that I do it. But I don't know what's going to happen when my storage is full because it's not full yet.
Yeah.
But we'll come to that when it happens
Yeah.
because I don't
Cross
really
Gosh,
that
know at
bridge.
the moment.
gosh.
I
You,
like it.
and this gone?
No, go on. I was just saying I like it.
Oh no, this just shows like the amount of work that just goes into producing content, and we are so thankful for it, Rebecca, because it is very good content.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you know what I think the best content that you put up is? You could have anything on the screen, absolutely anything. But when something genuinely funny happens in your stream and you laugh, you have the best laugh going. Honest to God,
Yeah.
like as I'll be like flicking through my friends or me for you page or what have you, and I'll see one of your videos and I'm like, yes, I'm stopping. If she laughs, I'm happy. I'm favoriting, I'm commenting, I'm doing all
Oh,
that. I love it.
there's one that got me the other day, right? I can't remember what game it was, but essentially, your character fell through the platform, and then your face just you were like so shocked, and I couldn't stop laughing. I was like, this is hilarious.
Yeah.
And you're
that
like,
was
it's
the
not my
Wings
fault.
Club.
It's not my fault. Oh gosh, that was brilliant.
So
Um,
Becca, do you? Sorry, go on.
no, no, go on, go on.
So you were saying that like you do your lives and then you edit your lives down. Are you kind of making your content more kind of clip focused from your lives? Is that kind of the way that you're trying to push, or are there other avenues that you want to kind of delve into as well?
So at the moment, I kind of like posting the clips and the highlights of the mode,
Mm.
but I always like to do something that's either like really funny or say if it's like games that a lot of people haven't heard of or haven't played of. I like to kind of get those games out there and just show a different side to cozy gaming, because I do feel like cozy gaming gets a bit of a judgment like, oh well, you just go here and you just farm some crops and that's what cozy game is. But I'm trying to show like a different side of that. Like there is a
Yeah.
funny side and there is something that you can enjoy. I was on a point then and I forgot what it was.
No, it's all right. Don't worry.
Just remind me the question again. I told you this would happen.
So I said, what did I even say? I forgot now. Oh, I said, so you're doing your live streams and editing them down. Are you trying to
Yeah.
put the clips out more or do other things as well?
Well, I have got a plan. That's it. Thank you.
It's all right.
So I have got a plan for. I've not actually told anybody this yet. So you two are getting like first
Oh,
exclusive of what I'm going to get up
exclusives. We
to.
love it. We love it here.
Ooh. So I'm going to be cosplaying as Alice from Alice Madness Returns, and I'm going to do 31 Halloween games that you can play that kind of has either a bit of
Ooh.
comfort or something that's a bit more challenging. So
Oh,
I'm going to be filming
okay.
that next week. Get my green screen. I've got the cosplay outfit ready, and I can't wait to get started with editing that. I've got green screen things to go on, and I'm excited
Oh
to get it
my.
started.
Oh, that's brilliant.
I
That's brilliant.
love what I love because obviously this is a deep dive into content creation. So the way that that I do my stuff, just a very general thing, is like to I like to be everywhere. Like I'm on Instagram. We've got the podcast, Twitch, the TikToks. I do long form content. But what I love is, and that's probably me coming from me, is I probably don't have as much confidence just to stick with one thing. Whereas you've just gone,
Mm,
do you know what? I love doing this one thing. I'm gonna really hammer down on this one thing, and you're very, very good at it. Because
yeah.
on the bare bones of it, you are just doing a live stream, but then you'll cosplay, you'll have green screens, you'll have special
Yeah.
effects, you'll have funny moments, you'll have little events like what you've just told us, and you really build it up and promote yourself. And what I love is you're not afraid of making a fool out yourself.
Absolutely not.
It's, and I mean that in the nicest way
No, no,
possible.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
I wanted to kind of give you the credit that you deserve because a lot of people don't realize how hard it is to kind of stick with one thing. Because I'm sure you've had days where you go, oh, this might not be going so well. Should I go on to this app or this app? And I just want to kind of talk about how you combated that and maybe any kind of negative thought you may have had in the past or anything.
The one thing for me is always just like if there's something doesn't feel right anymore, try something different and don't put pressure on yourself, because I feel like with probably both of you have experienced this when you're doing content creation, you do put pressure on yourself. Like you want to make things
Yeah.
look the best, or I've been guilty of this. I've tried to follow like a trend and
Yeah,
what's going viral at the
Yeah.
minute, and then it's like bring like just be yourself and bring that back and just like look, this is what I want to put out there, and if people enjoy it. um but yeah, it's just being kind to yourself and don't be afraid to kind of try different things, because if you don't try it, you
Yeah.
don't know if it's going to work. So I just say be kind to yourself and don't put pressure on yourself.
yeah, and take breaks as well. I think that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
important. Like, I haven't told this to anyone yet, but I've decided because the next weekend is going to be one of the most stressful weekends of my life. I have no qualms about that. Um, so what I am doing, and this is a big ask, but I'm going to do it, is I have no videos ready for next week. Today I'm going to record and edit every single one up
Bloody
until
hell.
Wow.
Friday. And I'm gonna go live today. Once I've done that, when it gets to next Friday, I'm having at least a week off.
Yeah, of
Nothing.
course.
I'm gonna go dark for a week. Um, and that'll just kind of give me time because obviously I'm working a full-time job. I'll be there 9 to 5, or what do I even work? 8:30 till 4:30. Um, then I'll come home. I'll probably be painting something or building a bit of furniture. By that time, it's
Yeah.
8 o'clock. I'm not gonna want to edit, and I'm gonna want to
No.
just sit. And also, I don't have broadband till the 24th either, so I can't do what I want to do really. Um,
Yeah.
but in a weird way, I'm kind of excited for the break. Like, I don't know whether
Yeah.
you guys
Yeah.
get that. Like, you get excited for making the content, but then it gets to the point where you're like, I do need this break, and then you can get excited to come back. And I think that's needed sometimes. So
Yeah. No, I agree.
yeah, the only kind of thing about that makes me feel a bit bad is likes of Twitch. Obviously, I've got to affiliate on Twitch now, so people subscribe to me, and I feel like I'm doing them a disservice by not going on. But I'd like to think that I've built the community up that they understand that I'm
Oh
going
yeah,
through
Yeah,
100%.
moving
100%.
and stuff like that. So it is what it is. Sorry, I went on a proper
That's
tangent
all
then.
right.
You're fine. Honestly, you're fine.
Um, right, shall we crack on with insert coin, Poetic?
Yes.
Okay,
Let's
so
go.
for those of you that don't know, this is where we just quick fire questions with our guests. Well, we say quick fire, you can go off on tangents as much as you want,
Okay.
and we kind of have it kind of one for one, but there's a few where it's I might ask two, Poetic might ask two.
Yeah.
We'll just go for it. So, the first question, Rebecca.
Yeah.
When you first started streaming,
Yeah.
what made you gravitate towards the likes of Bratz and chilled games more than mainstream games?
I enjoy it. And I feel like I've never felt that pressure to go, oh, well, everybody else is playing this thing. You know, I've always wanted to go, right, this is something I enjoy and I want to share my enjoyment to TikTok. And then if
Yeah.
people want to come with me and enjoy it and have a good time, then I carry on streaming the Brats. And I've played that ever since I was younger as well. Like it's a game that's followed with me. And I just want to share that with people.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to I
Bless
had to
you.
sneeze. Sorry, sorry,
Oh mate,
Right.
bless you.
sorry.
Um,
Hang on. Sorry,
what
sorry.
whilst you're recovering, um, but I think that that's one thing that I completely love about the community on TikTok, right? Because I I have quite a substantial knowledge on video games because when I was younger, that's basically the only thing I ever did. I was quite sad, really. I guess I don't know. Um, but like watching content like yours, Becca, I've come to see that I probably know 10% of what's out there, and I've learned so many things about so many different games just by watching your content.
Oh,
Um,
thank you.
so it is. I'm glad that there are content creators out there or gamers in general that genuinely don't follow the mainstream and share really niche games because that's what this community is about, really, isn't it? Sharing our love for gaming and trying to showcase the games that we all love from our childhood or from now, really.
Hundred
So
percent,
brilliant.
100%.
So the next question, and you can't say Harold Halibut because
Oh,
you've already
Okay.
mentioned that. Um, what is your number one hidden gem that everyone should play?
Oh, that's a really good question. I'll tell you a game that I played recently with my partner. We only discovered it a couple of weeks ago. It's called Indica.
Oh,
Uh,
okay, I know Nika.
Indica. Honestly, I will say it's one of those games that it's really challenging in terms of themes, but the world of Indica is so creepy. It's not scary, but it's creepy. But I feel like it's not really been spoken about a lot. But it was. We just saw it on the PlayStation Store, and
Yeah.
me and my partner were playing it, and we were like, "Where's this game going?" And it's not something I would have usually gone for, but I just wanted to try something different. And honestly, me and Jamie had a really good experience with it. So I would say Indica is a hidden gem.
Okay, brilliant. Okay,
that's good.
that is also one that is on my list, but I will have to bump that higher.
Yeah, I I didn't realize till recently, when people say that like they're putting it on the list, like there are people that actually have a list. Like I don't actually have a gaming list. It's all kind of up here and then I forget. But one of the like a hidden gem that's just amazing. I don't know whether you guys played it, is Shadow of the Colossus. That completely
I've not
I
played that.
haven't.
mate play
I've heard of it.
it's I've realized recently that I love games that have one idea that they do really well. So like
Yeah.
Shadow of the Colossus, in essence, you go to a big bad guy. Well, they're not even bad. That's a bit of a spoiler, but it's fine. um, well, you don't know anyway. It's kind of a thingy. Um, but it's basically you go to a colossus and you have to figure out how to destroy the colossus by climbing up it. That's the whole kind of premise of the game, and you do that
Yeah.
16 times. It's not a game. I think I'm not going to say what language it is because I don't know, but it's in a foreign language. So like it's got no real storytelling apart from what you're doing, and it's just amazing. So I feel like, and that was recommended to me, and I feel like,
Okay.
but my whole point of this is, Rebecca, you said like it's not a game that you usually play, so I feel
Yeah.
like going out of your comfort zone sometimes is good. I put too much sugars in my tea this morning or something. I keep going on tangents.
Nah,
Sorry,
nah,
guys.
we love
Don't
it.
we
We
all?
love it.
Don't we all?
All right. So, uh, this one, this one might be a bit difficult. I don't know, but
Okay.
what is the most chilled, on-chill game you've played?
Most chilled, unchilled.
Yeah.
I got it. Wheel of Katamari.
Ooh. Okay.
These are games that I've
Because
never heard of, man.
oh,
The,
yeah, or Katamari. Is it? I don't know how you pronounce the other word, but yeah, the Katamari series, because the aesthetic of it and the idea of it is really chill. So it's like you're a cute little, I don't know, like a little robot, and you've got a ball, and you've got to collect loads of things in the environment, and the ball gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
yeah.
So in that side of things, it's really satisfying. But then you get loads of challenges where you've got to do things in a certain time limit. You've got to collect a certain amount of things in a certain time limit, and then they have this like really loud music going, you've got 10 seconds left, and then it gets really stressful. So yeah, it's like that's a great example. Like it's chill in one way, like the mechanics of it, but then when it comes to like your time's running out, it gets really intense. So yeah, I have answered your question.
Yeah. No. No. You absolutely have. Have you going off on a tangent? Have you played Astrobot?
I love Astrobot. I've completed it until obviously they had updates and they've
Yeah.
added
Yeah. Yeah.
like new levels. They're solid. They
So
are.
one of
Oh my god,
one of
they're
my
so hard.
favorite one of my favorite levels is the Katamari level
Yeah.
on Astrobot. So yeah, that is a thing. It's I'm gonna go off on a tangent. So
No,
I've
go
got
on.
the game here. Um, when I first got this, I made a post about this, right? So my partner has her own PS5, and I was like, do you want me to get this physically or digitally? I'd rather get it physically because I prefer collecting physical games.
Yeah.
But I was like, if we get it digitally, we can game share and you can play it at the same time as me. And she was like, nah, I have no interest in that. And I was like, fair enough. So
Oh.
I bought it, right, physically, and then I sat down and I played it for about 2 hours, and I could see her all like glancing over my shoulder, just looking at me play. And then I got up, went to the toilet. When I came back, she had sat down, started a new game, and then sat there for 4 hours playing it, going, "This is the most amazing thing." And I was like, "No, no, this is my game." She actually that was her first platinum, and she platinumed the game before I did. So yeah, but
Wow.
yeah,
Fair.
went off on a tangent. I thought it was my turn to do so. So
Yeah, yeah. Your turn next, Becca.
by the way, Becca, if you want to ask us questions back during the section, please do.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that's the thing. 'Cause I was like, should I ask the question or
Yeah, go
like?
for it.
Yeah, go for it whenever you feel like
Um,
it.
what is the worst game you've ever played? Like you played it
Oh,
and it was just bad. Because I've got one for you, which was Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, the game.
really? I
Really?
Oh,
haven't
I
heard of that.
hated it.
I
Okay. I mean,
I've got one, but it's fixed now, I think, so I don't know if it still counts.
I've got one. Go
Skull and
for it. You go.
Bones.
Ooh,
Did you
okay.
ever like I'm sorry. Who like, my who was it Ubisoft made that game?
What game was
I
it?
think
Sorry.
so. Yeah,
Skull and
Skull and
Bones.
Bones.
Oh, I've never played it.
So I don't know how this happens, right? You know I'm getting stressed because I do this on the table when I'm stressed. So this is what I imagine. They've gone into like a board meeting. They're all sat around the little table with the like the top hats and all that. And someone's gone
Yeah.
in and gone, get this, guys. You ready? You ready? Wait for this. A pirate game with no sword fighting. That's a good idea, isn't it? Like,
What?
like it's basically you know the Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
I've
Like,
not played it,
Yeah.
but I know the idea of
yeah.
Assassin's Creed.
So in Black Flag, Black Flag is an Assassin's Creed game, but it's also known as possibly one of the best pirate games ever made. Like
Yeah.
it's a very good game for sandbox, just going around being a pirate. It's great, and the sea combat is amazing. It's the sea combat worse, and then there's no sword fighting or like, and the only time that you actually interact with your player character is by going into towns and buying stuff. Like it's not, there's no substance to it. So I actually got gifted that by my girlfriend, and I had to because I was asking for this game for ages, and she bought it for. It's the first game she ever bought me, and a week after I got it, I had to beg her, like, Am I okay to return this? This is really bad." Like,
Oh.
but,
Oh.
Oh.
she was like, "Yeah, it's fine," because she's not a gamer at all. She was like, "Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine." You know, because she'd do the same if like I bought her a pair of clothes that she didn't like. She'd go, "I'm really
Yeah.
sorry. Can I go exchange these for something?" But that's just the way we are. But yeah, Skull and
Yeah.
Bones is my one. What's yours,
So
Poetic?
there's a video game on the PS3 called Haze,
Haze.
and it's basically a first-person shooter, right? And I was so excited for this game because I thought the whole concept looked cool. And then it was so bad. Graphically, at the time, it looked amazing, right? But that's all it was. Like there was basically no gameplay. You'll just walk from one place to another and then like shoot a few bad guys. But then like um I remember reading a review of the game. That's how old the game is, right? Not watching a review, reading a review. And basically they were like, oh, like when you kill an enemy, they'll just disappear, right? Which was really odd for the type of game it is, right? And then someone from their marketing team, the developers, came out and was basically like, "Oh no, it's a feature. Like you, the main character is injected with like a serum that like once they've killed an enemy, the enemy like disappears so that they don't lose focus." And I was just sat there like I must have played like 2 hours thinking, surely this gets better. And it got worse and worse and worse. And the thing was, right, I was going to return it. I was going to return it to Game Station, but then I was like, do you know what? Might keep this game for the sole purpose that it might become like a cult classic. Like people will
Yeah.
be like, "Oh, have you played this?" Which is going off on a slight tangent, which is one thing that I regret not doing with Concord, because I had the opportunity to buy Concord physically, and I was like, you know what, I know 100% I'm not going to play this game, and then it got pulled from everywhere, and now the actual disc is like gold dust right now.
Oh,
Right.
So so yeah, but yeah, that Haze, worst game I've ever played. I might actually try playing that again if I get my PS3 in here at some point.
I think that should be your first live stream.
I was just about to say you should
Okay,
stream or something like that.
all right,
Yeah.
deal. That is the deal.
I mean,
Playing Haze.
Someone's got to give me something to watch while I'm moving house.
That's brilliant. All right, Haze will do it.
Okay. Sorry, go on, Becca. Have you
No,
got
no,
anything else? Or
yeah,
I think that was like just the immediate question that I
yeah,
had in my head.
yeah, that's fine.
okay.
As we go through, if you get any more, just feel free to butt in and ask us. So, one game for the rest of your life. What would it be and why?
Oh, I would have to go with something like. Okay, I've got one. So for me, it'll be Herbs Sims in the City.
What a game! What a game!
And the reason is one, I love the art style to start with. It was just compared to the other Sims games, I felt like they really pushed it with being alternative and just trying different things. The
100%.
mini games to earn money are great. And then like, you can unlock pets on the way. You've got so many different social options as well. And you could just cause absolute chaos. Like I always loved the bit where I can't remember what the town was called, but they had all these motorbikes and you could knock them over,
Oh
and everyone
yeah.
would be like really cross with you. But you could just there's so many things you can do on it. So I think that would be my game for the rest of my life is Herb Sims in the City.
I
What about you
think
guys?
Brilliant.
I think that the I'll answer that in a sec. That era of the Sims when it was like there was Herb Sims in the City. I think it was around the same time as Sims Busting Out. Is
Oh,
that
yeah,
right?
I love Sims busting out.
And then there was also the really odd Sims game on DS where you owned a hotel. Like,
Oh, I've not played that one.
oh my god! It was one of these. It's the. Do you remember there were games on the DS where you'd get your simoleons and then you'd buy a room, but then it'd go, this room doesn't unlock for 5 hours, and it was actual real time.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
Oh, I
that
hate that.
but that was the only game that like I actually wanted to do with that kind of stuff in, and it'd be like you talk to someone and it'd be like, oh, this quest doesn't unlock till midnight, so you'd actually have to go on the game at midnight and go talk to us. It was really odd, but it was amazing. If anyone
yeah.
remembers that, let me know in the comments because I love that game. One game for the rest of my life. Oh, Poetic, do you have one? Because I need to have a think on that.
Oh, gosh, do you know what? I was thinking about a whole bunch of different games, and if it's one game for the rest of my life, do you know what? I'm going to have to say it might have to be Astrobot.
Fair.
Good
Um,
choice.
and the reason being is because they just keep adding content, and it's the content they add is so good. So it's like, I'm hoping that it just continues on for the rest of my life. Probably won't, but yeah.
I don't think I have a single game, but I don't know whether you guys have seen me stream the likes of like Medieval Dynasty or those
I've
like
seen you play bits of that, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I could. There's so much stuff that you can do with that game, and it is literally just building your city and living your life. So it's very chilled out. I feel like,
Mm.
pardon the pun, um, but I feel like after a long day, going back to that and just playing a few hours of that, that's fine. Because I think the kind of the caveat with that question is it doesn't say you have to play it all day long. Like it could
Yeah.
literally be an hour a day. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that is the caveat with it.
I think my answer will change after May 26, 2026.
Yes. Yeah. Are you getting
GTA
GTA?
6.
Are you getting GTA 6, Becca? I know you're a chill and comfort gamer,
I
but
like GTA San Andreas. Love that game.
what a game!
But yeah,
Best
I think
GTA.
it depends on the price. because I feel like just games are becoming absolutely extortionate in price.
Yeah, yeah,
Also, I want to see how it comes out because I think Poetic Surge, you mentioned, I think it was in the last podcast, that a lot of games are coming out broken when they're being
yeah.
released. So I think I would just hang fire and see how other people are receiving it, and then I'd be like, right, well, depending on the price and things like that, I might get it later on.
Mm.
Yeah, no, makes sense.
See,
I will probably be there day one,
yeah, I'll be there day one, purely for
broken or not.
yeah. The thing that I am kind of battling with in my head is, do I want to play it for myself or do I want to stream it?
Can you
That's,
do both?
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
I can, in terms of I could kind of mess about on stream, but then like on my own go through the story. Or
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I feel like day one, everyone and their auntie is gonna be playing it, aren't they? Like streaming it, and
yeah,
it's gonna be everywhere. So maybe like I reckon if I had time off in a week, I could complete it to a good level. To where
yeah.
I'm like happy with it, and then I could stream it and maybe find secrets and find all the collectibles and stuff. Because I think little shout out, but Retro Revisit, he did that with GTA 3, didn't he? With his lives, he was going around just like chilling with everyone playing GTA, but he was going around getting all the collectibles and stuff like that while he basically like. I think it was for a platinum because it was the definitive edition. So I'll probably
Okay,
try and do that. But
that's actually a great shout.
Platinum in GTA 6 will not be an easy task,
Easy, yeah, no.
No.
especially with all the online stuff.
Cool. All right, Becca. If you could, if you could delete one aspect of modern gaming forever, what would it be and why?
I mean, this kind of goes through. This has kind of been a thing in modern game and older game, having to bash the button on the controller. I hate it. I hate it. I'm sorry. I'm really passionate about this. So I've got I think this is a controller that I use for my PC. I'll just give you a little show. So it's a game, sir. So it looks like that.
Okay.
Lights up, really cool, by the way. But there's a function where if you hold it, if you're playing a game and you don't want to button bash, there's an option where you can just hold it, and it
That's really
makes
good.
gaming so much more
Yeah.
comfortable. I wish they would stop with the button bashing or give us an option to just either hold it. Supermassive games have got better at that, where they give you that option. But a lot of games, it's just like this trying to do stuff, and it's like it gets to the point where I get like a bit repetitive strain injury and things like that. So yeah,
Yeah.
get going with that.
You
To,
don't need
to,
any more injuries, Becca.
No, I
yeah.
don't.
To, to be fair, playing math in the old country, there is a lot of repeatedly hit square, and like after like the 10th time, I was like there's so basically, uh, you when you choke a character, right, you have to repeatedly hit square, otherwise like they'll break free, right? But then like there has never been a time where they were able to break free, so I was like, this seems a bit pointless having to press it because there's like no challenge there.
Mm.
So no, I fully agree. That is probably really shit. No, well, it is just really shit. It is really
Yeah.
shit.
Do you know what I can't wait for? Right, I haven't said this idea yet, but I think for the finale of season 2 is we record it, but also do a live stream of it as well of the podcast. And I can't wait for the moments where people just pop into the live and they'll hear. So when you're choking them,
Yeah.
Like that, yeah.
And that caught me off guard because you've got such a soothing voice that I could listen to you all day. And you're like,
yeah,
yes, when you go to choke somebody.
yeah. Yeah, little kind of like exclusive. I don't know whether I said this. That's partly the reason why I asked Poetic to start this podcast in the first place. Because I feel like
What? Because I say when you choke them.
no, no, because of your soothing voice, obviously.
Oh, thank you guys. Gosh,
No, because obviously I've got quite a harsh like Scouse accent, and you've got like a lovely
do you know
dulcet
what?
tone.
I, I, I love your accent.
A lot
Yeah,
of
it's
people.
so
great.
fun, especially when you get passionate and it comes out. Like I'm like, I don't know what he's saying, but it sounds amazing.
Yeah. You should have. I was on half sword last night, and usually I'll talk like this, but then this guy was beating me on half sword, so it started coming out. I was like, "Hey lad, if you want to scrap, just come over here." My
That's
voice
brilliant.
completely changes. Oh God.
Um,
It's your question
so
next, isn't it?
yeah, so we touched upon this before. Um, so the question is, what made you get into gaming content creation in the first place? And I know we touched on this at the start, but I guess to be a bit more specific with the question, why gaming specifically? Like I know you mentioned that you're you're an actor, you graduated for acting, so you could have like gone down various different routes. So why gaming specifically?
I think it's something I've all it sounds corny, but I've it's been a big passion of mine all my life.
Hmm.
And it's just something that say if like I've been really stressed out or having a bit of a bad time, gaming was something that I could turn to. And I just feel like with the content creation and gaming, it's on my terms. So it's like
Yeah,
I talk about things that I'm passionate about, and then I can put it out to the world. Whereas, like with the acting stuff, as much as I enjoy it, there is a lot of pressure of being like, right, you get typecasted as certain
yeah,
things. Obviously, you got to follow a script, so you get some leeway in creativity, but obviously, it depends on the director, whatever. But with gaming, it's mine, and I get to choose what I want to do and how I want to communicate with people and what games I put out there. So that was one reason why I went to gaming content, because you never know, I might end up in a video game one day and do a little
oh,
voiceover
I
just by
really
getting out
hope
there.
so.
Amazing. Yeah,
I
I'd love
really
it.
hope so.
that would
And
be
also,
amazing.
one of my dreams is, I know I've got a bad leg at the minute, but I'd love to do motion capture, even if it was just for like an extra walk on or something like that. I would love to do some motion capture.
Do you know what I watched the I can't remember what it's called, but it's essentially the making of God of War, right? And Chris Judge, so Kratos, he had issues with both of his legs, right? Where he had to have surgery on them. So that's why the game was delayed for a bit. But when he came back and he started doing motion capture, and you could just see him like pinging about, and I was like, gosh, he's gonna fuck up his leg again, isn't he?
Yeah.
And I could just imagine see like in a couple of years, like seeing you like watching a documentary about you and a game that you're in doing mocap and then pinging about and I'm going to be like, gosh, she's gonna fuck up her leg
Yeah.
again. Oh,
What can I
no,
just
that's
put in there? What one of my my goals in life, and this is a little bit narcissistic, but I don't really care. I'm gonna say it anyway. I want to voice a character in a game that is a romance option, so then I can romance myself in a game. That is like that is
Yeah.
it's like that 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 is my that's my Mount Rushmore. That's everything.
I really hope Abby's not listening to this.
Oh, she won't be listening. That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
She'll just look at me and go, are you all right? Do you need to have a chat? Do you need to have a chat? She does this all the time. It's like my job in the school is to do like interventions with children when they have like behavioural or emotional regulation, and Abby will go to me, do you need to like get your folder out and do one of your interventions on yourself, Dan? Like,
Well, seeing as we're sharing our dreams, I think my dream, which again is so it evolved in two stages, right? So my I have two passions in life: video gaming and writing. And I for many years I've been writing a book, various different books, but like I've kind of settled on a few because I can't just write one book at a time, can I? Um, but then, like for a long time, my dream was to see one of my books turned into a movie. But now I'm like, actually, my actual dream would be to see one of my books turn into a video game.
That'd be
So
amazing.
That'd be
so
so
yeah,
cool.
so that's my dream. I don't know how we got into this, but yeah.
No, well,
Yeah, I love it.
to be fair, one of the questions later is what are your goals for the future? So we've kind of
Yeah.
already answered that, so I won't ask that one.
Um. So the the last small one for me for a while is Becca. What was your first gaming experience?
So there's kind of I've got two because it was kind of if that's all right because it was
Yeah.
around
Yeah,
about
of
the same
course.
time. So me and my mum played Tomb Raider together, and the very first Tomb Raiders on the PS1. And what we do is, well, what we used to do is get two slices of toast and a cup of tea and set up Tomb Raider, and we just spent time together like that. That was one of the ways that we spent
Oh,
time together.
that's
Is
amazing.
during the passion zone. My mum would have the controller, she would do a little bit, and it's like, right, Becca, it's your turn, and we do that. And we're actually doing that now with the new Tomb Raider remasters. So that's something
Oh,
that's
wicked.
That's
kind of
nice.
followed me. And then Crash Bandicoot as well. So me and my sister used to share a bedroom, and we used to have the TV like quite high up. It was one of those like really old CRT TVs, the VHS or whatever,
Yeah.
tiny TV. And my sister was amazing at Crash Bandicoot, and I was like, wow, how do you do that? How do you look like that? So yeah, so Crash Bandicoot 1 and Tomb Raider 1 were like my first sort of gaming experience.
Those was a very good introduction to gaming.
Yeah,
Those two games.
very, very good. Not to get you into game and like shooting a T-Rex, does it?
Exactly right.
Yeah. Um, okay, so my question is, Becca, you're obviously a very positive person. That shines through in everything that you do. But
Yeah.
what is your message that you kind of want to spread? If you could spread one thing whilst doing content, what would it be?
I would say just go for it. I mean, there's a lot of things in life where we just really hold back on things in general. Um,
Yeah.
but like we all have, we've been through a lot as people. We've had tough times and everything.
Hmm.
But if there is just something that you're really passionate about, just keep going with it.
Yeah.
Like I will say that doing this content creation and gaming and the people that I've met has really got me through like this time of life because it's been really hard. Like there have
Yeah.
been times where I've just been so like upset and like I just want to go and back to aerial hooping and do pole fitness and do the things I used to do. But doing that, the gaming and the content creation and meeting the wonderful people in the community, that's the thing that's really kept me going. So going back to what you were saying or your question, like if there is just something that you're passionate about, just keep going with it and just don't let your passions die just because of like things that are going on around you.
Yeah, I
That's a
like that a
beautiful
lot.
message. It's
So,
beautiful.
a follow-up question to that, obviously you're saying kind of just crack on and go for it. Was there like a period of time where you were kind of thinking about it before you made that leap? And how long might that have been if you did have it?
Well,
Or
I've tried different content creation stuff before, and then it's just got to the point where it's like I'm not feeling it anymore. So I used to actually have a TikTok page where I talk about pet peeves, just like,
mm,
oh, it's annoying when you do this, this, and this, but still try and be light-hearted. But then I was like, but that's not really the direction I want to go or how I want to be perceived.
mm,
So I was like, right, scrap that, start again. And then if it wasn't from my injury, I might have never done content creation. So it was that made me go, let's try it. Let's have some fun. Let's go and maybe play some games I've never played before. Let's just go and do it. And
yeah,
here we are.
I fully believe in like things happen for a reason. Um, so
Oh yeah, absolutely.
in a very and I hope you don't mind me saying this, but in a very weird way, your leg injury has actually gave you a lot of good and a lot of positives,
Yeah.
rather than just looking at it because you could have very easily gone, oh, I'm injured, I'm gonna sit in me bed all day and do absolutely sod all and just veg, But
Yeah.
Yeah.
you've made such a like I think of no, I'm not gonna let this define me. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna what can I do in this space? And you've gone, oh, I'm doing that anyway. Might as well film it, which
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think's testament to you. I'm going from that, and I think it's probably a little bit similar. So far, what is your biggest achievement in content creation?
Doing it, I think, is an achievement itself. But I think it's always tricky to just take that first plunge. I think
Mm,
it's always that, and I think that for me is like quite a big achievement. But it's, I don't know if you class it as achievement, but I think it's a positive. Is if I hadn't have done this, I wouldn't have made like new friends.
yeah,
A bit like, I've made friends in you two. I've spoken to Holly Q and Coach Marv, and I
Yeah.
was on another podcast Monday mornings, but I knew Ben anyway because he used to work with him. But it's if I hadn't have done this content creation, then I wouldn't have made the friends that I have. So that is something that's an achievement for me.
yeah. The thing that I always think of is I always think if I hadn't started this, what else would I be doing? Like I'd just be coming
Yeah.
home watching terrible TV, and whereas this has kind of become a way for me to kind of justify gaming. I'm like it's not a waste of time. It's productive. My mental health is being helped, and you know I'm very fortunate that I'm making a small amount of money doing it as well, which is a nice bonus, isn't it, for everyone?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Um, okay, so that is it for the questions. Are you ready to go over to our side quest?
go for it.
Okay, red flag, green flag, not what I said before. I'll leave that up to the imagination. So I am gonna wing mine because I the way that I work, I tend to come up with more kind of outlandish and weird things when I just kind of go for it. So if you guys want to, Becca, if you want to kick us off with yours first,
Yeah.
and then I'll wing mine later.
So when a game is about to be released and then they push it back by like 10 months or to a year.
Oh,
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Gosh, I think overall. By the way, that is a brilliant one.
that's hard.
Um, I
Isn't
think
it? Honestly,
yeah.
I'm struggling myself, but thought it was a
I
good one.
think I think overall that's a green flag, but you should have known that your game was broken way before then. But yeah, no, I would say that's a green flag.
I'm gonna caveat my answer. I
Mm.
think it's a green flag unless the game's made by Ubisoft. Because it's gonna be bad anyway. Just release it, you know. Know what I mean?
Gosh, no, apparently them doing a Splinter Cell remake, that can't be bad. That has to be
No.
good.
If I will buy that if that because I loved Splinter Cell back in the day.
So
That was the first game that I played with I don't even know what you could put shadow mechanics, I guess, where you couldn't be seen in
yeah,
shadows, and I thought that was just ridiculous. That was a foreign concept to me. So yeah, I will be playing it, but if it's Ubisoft, I will expect it to be bad.
That's the game on my list. I've never played it. So that is one that I keep hearing about. I'm like, I must give that a try.
no,
Yeah.
you have to play. You have to play Splinter Cell.
The the I've got two stealth games, three if you count Assassin's Creed, but it's not really stealth anymore. The two stealth games you have to try is Splinter Cell, especially Splinter Cell Blacklist. That's one of the better ones, I think, and any of the Hitman games.
Oh,
I mean, I
I
have
haven't
played. I can't remember which one I played, but I did try one of those. Actually, this is quite fun.
I
I haven't
love the
tried.
Hitman games.
I haven't tried any Hitman games yet.
Blood Money or Contracts to start you off, I'd say.
Okay.
They're the
Right,
better
I'll
ones.
Right.
check that out. Give it a whirl.
Yeah. I might stream that tonight, actually. Why not? Eh?
Yeah.
Hitman Blood Money. Um,
Um,
Oh,
with my so I'm like, I would say it's a green flag, but I'm really salty about it. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Like,
yeah, yeah.
I love the Supermassive games. So like the Dark Pictures anthology games, like
Oh,
Until Dawn and everything.
So good.
I was so excited for Directive 8020. I felt like I'd been waiting forever. Like I was checking their YouTube pages, seeing what like social media they were bringing out about it, and I was like, "We are getting it finally!" And they're like, "Yeah, we're putting it back to next year." I was like,
Yeah.
"I'm so excited! Why did you do that to me?"
I I
Furious,
think they are the best storytelling games ever made, in
hundred
my
percent.
opinion. I feel like obviously for the time the likes of like Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls were amazing, but I feel like that's
Yeah.
what they were trying to be is the Dark Pictures
Yeah,
anthology. And I've got a little game that I play with Dark Pictures, so I don't watch the trailers because I know I'm gonna buy it anyway, and I
yeah.
try and guess who the like famous actor's gonna be. Because
Ah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
like Poetic, you played the Supermassive
I
games,
I have not, I'm afraid.
so each one, I don't know why they do this, but one of them has like a mega star actor. Like
Okay.
they've had Ashley Tisdale in it, do you know, like Will Poulter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, who else have they I know I don't know if Until Dawn was Supermassive, I don't think it was, but I know they had Rami
No.
Malek in it.
Oh, the girl
Yeah.
in The Devil in Me, she's been in a lot I don't know her name, but she's been in quite a lot of
Yes.
films.
Yes.
Okay.
And
That's quite.
I'm pretty sure. Oh my God, the name escapes me, but the Scouse actress. Oh no, that's Alone in the Dark.
Oh, you're on about Jo is it Jodie Foster?
Jodie
Is that
Comer.
Jodie yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I was Jodie Foster. I
I
was nearly
think,
there.
I think, yeah, Jodie something. Anyway,
Yeah, Jodie somewhere or other.
right. I'm just gonna rattle off some red flag, green flags off my head now. When I haven't even got one, I've got not got one in my head.
Do, do
When
you,
a game, no, go on, Poetic, you go.
all right. Gosh. All right. So I'm going to start off with limited run games. So for example, not the company. The limited run games. The company is amazing, but like for example, Super Mario 3D All Stars was released by Nintendo for like 8 months, and then they got rid of it.
Oh,
Mm.
red, red flag, 100% in
I
my
would yeah,
opinion.
I think I'd go with a red flag as well.
Yeah, I sat with this right because I uh I was lucky enough to get the game physically, and they just announced that they're going to be doing Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. But I have a feeling that that's also going to be a very limited run, and I'm just like, why would you do this? Why would you re-release a game that everyone wants you to re-release, and then like be like, oh, you've got this set amount of time to buy it. If you don't buy it, tough. Yeah. So yeah,
Defo red
yeah.
flag.
Yeah, definitely red flag for me.
Oh,
So I've got one now
go on.
after many months of planning. Um, so my one is when a game is purely sandbox. So like there are, you know, there might be quests, but they don't really relate to, they don't affect anything whatsoever. It's purely a sandbox game, do what you want type of thing. What do we think?
I think it's a green flag depending on the kind of person that you are. So if you're like not a gamer but you love to create things and that's all you
Yeah.
want, you don't want any missions or anything like that, no fighting, then I definitely think it's a green flag. But
Mm,
if you're the kind of person that really wants that adventure, I would say it's a red flag. For me, I would say it's a green flag depending on what I want to play at the time.
Yeah, no,
nice.
I'll have to agree. I was gonna swing red flag, but that's just for my personal taste. But I think overall, yeah, that's a green flag. I mean, I played like I will spend hundreds of hours on Call of Duty multiplayer, which there's like it's just meaningless, right, in the grand scheme of gaming.
Yeah, I guess.
But I would drop hundreds of hours into it. So yeah, I'd say green flag.
I thought I was going to trick you guys then. I thought you were gonna say red flag, and then I'd go, well, The Sims.
Mm,
Complete.
So,
good
So,
point.
so my thing with that is it's green flag if it's done well.
Yeah.
So I
yeah.
don't know if anyone played that in Zoe game.
I've not played it because it was really expensive. It was buggy when it first got released, so I just
Yeah.
hung by with that.
So I went on to it, and it was very much right. Here's an open world. Do what you want. And I was like, huh? Like that's a bit too much for me. So it- obviously Steam's amazing because you can just refund games if you haven't played over
yeah.
2 hours of them. So I played a little bit of it and I was like, no, this isn't for me. And it was just a bit. I always play games like that, and then I'm kind of like, why am I playing a life within a life? Like, do you know what I mean? It gets a bit too meta for me. But yeah, that's my take on it.
Becca, do you have any more?
I think that was the main one that I had in my head.
Okay. I've got one, but it kind of relates to my debate topic, and I probably already know the answer to it. But
Go on.
difficult games.
Mhm.
Can I ask a question?
Go for it.
Is it a difficult game that you cannot turn down the setting? Like it
Yes.
doesn't give you the
Yeah,
feature
yeah,
to
yeah.
turn it
That
down.
is just one setting. Here
Okay,
you
and it's
go.
just hard.
It's just hard. That is the premise of the game.
I would say it's a red flag,
Ooh.
when especially when you got those games that have puzzles in and they're just absolutely abstract to the point of ridiculousness. And even when you go on YouTube to find the answer and you're like, how is that the answer? And like you
Yeah,
would never have got it. I just get frustrated. So I'd say red flag for me. I like a
yeah.
challenge, but it's just ridiculously difficult. I'm like, nah, bye, not playing that.
Bye.
Bye.
I love that.
So for me, I'm gonna say it's a green flag,
Ooh.
Ooh.
but because Kingdom Come Deliverance is a hard game, I had to get
Do
it
you know
in.
what?
I had to get. I
Do you
don't
know
think there's
what?
one podcast that I've not
Yeah,
mentioned
no,
this
that's
game.
I was literally gonna say I don't think there is one pod. I thought this would be it because when we had the question of what if you could only play one game and you didn't say Kingdom Come Deliverance, I was like, oh my god, we're gonna
Mate,
have
I've
one podcast
I played
without him
600
mentioning it.
hours of it, mate. Like that's enough.
Bloody hell!
Yeah, I had to platinum it, didn't I? That was my 10th platinum, Kingdom Come Deliverance,
Holy
Oh wow.
hell!
because it was so special to me. So I had to make sure.
Oh,
Um,
that's brilliant.
yeah.
Do you know what? For me, I'm going to go. See, I'm a bit conflicted, but I think overall it is a red flag
Oh
for me.
wow.
Just cause, like, what's it called? Black Myth Wukong. I really want to play that game, and I was playing it for a while, but it is a difficult game, and it feels unnecessarily difficult.
Mm.
Like it just seems like yeah unfair, and yeah it which makes it not enjoyable. Like it just
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
um
to be fair, I think of like Dark Souls as like the go-to difficult games, and
Mm,
there is no part of me that ever wants to play those games. So I think it
yeah
does depend on like on if it's like a hack and slash type of like Dark Souls like game, definite red flag. But if it's a game where like the game allows you to get better and it's just something that you need to practice, then fine. But I feel like Dark Souls is like you've either got it or you don't. Like it's
yeah.
like Marmite Dark Souls. I feel like.
yeah um so I just go on off on a slight tangent, right? So like Astrobot is a relatively difficult game, right? There are some levels that are just like impossible to do if you're not like perfect all the way throughout. But it's difficult with an aspect of fun.
Yeah.
right? But then you'll have like games like Black Myth Wukong where like it's difficult, and then like yes, once you've beaten the boss, there is a massive sense of achievement and you're happy, and then literally, like I'm not exaggerating, 30 seconds later, you're hit with another difficult boss,
Mm,
and it's like there is no leeway to actually enjoy your achievement or anything. Like it's
yeah.
just relentlessly hard, and yeah, so for me, red flag, hard red.
Hard red. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to go into one of my favorite parts of the podcast. We're going to do our game ranking. So, for those of you that are new to the podcast, before it, I will ask our guest, in this case Rebecca, for a list of her favorite games. Rebecca gave me a list of about 10, I want to say, and I have interspersed those games.
I like that.
We're
Yeah.
making up words. I
Yeah,
love it.
I have intersprinkled those games with like very well known games that even if you haven't played them, Rebecca, you would have knew about them and you can kind of just rank them on your opinion of that game. So just to start, I'll go through the contenders.
Okay.
So we have Minecraft, Stardew Valley, LA Noire, Ratchet and Clank, Detroit Become Human, Assassin's Creed, the iToy Play,
Ooh.
the Elder Scrolls, Crash Bandicoot 1, Fallout, Until Dawn, Harold Halibut, Astrobot, Tomb Raider Legend, The Last of Us, and the favourite coming in at even odds, Bratz Rock Angels.
Ooh. Wait, but sorry, but before we start this, yeah,
Yeah.
I have an embarrassing story about the iToy game.
Oh,
Tell.
go on, do tell.
So, I really wanted to get the iToy game. Well, the iToy when it came out, and so I used to go into my local curry store because they had it set up right at the front, right? And like no, like literally people will just walk past it and ignore it. But I used to just stand there and like would stare at it for a bit, and then I'd like nip off home, right? And then one day I was like, oh fuck it, I'm going to play this. I want to see how good it is, right? So I've stood there and I've set it up, and then I've gone into a game, and like I'm going at it for like 10 minutes, and literally there is a crowd of people forming that I hadn't noticed. So I've now finished playing the game. I'm all sweaty, and I've turned around, and there's literally a whole crowd of people just stood there watching me play the game, right? And I felt so embarrassed.
Oh, mate.
I felt mortified. And the funny thing is, right? I went there the following week, and they removed the display, and I don't know if that was because of me. So yeah, yeah,
That's
I
amazing,
think you
mate.
promoted it, if anything.
yeah. That's what I thought. I was like, sure. And the thing is, right? Um, there was a guy that worked in that store at the time who still works there, and I don't know if he knows that was me because he was one of the people stood there, and I could tell he was judging me. But I don't know if he still remembers. Hopefully, he's not listening in.
That's funny, that.
But yeah.
That's very funny.
Anyway, sorry. Go on.
No, it's all right. So, my story about the iToy Play is my dad used to play it because he's a massive gamer, like more than me. Um, like he's strictly PC gamer now. He's kind of
Wait,
moved over. So go on.
I'm I'm gonna throw this out there, right? I think your dad should start a TikTok channel about video games and call it Good Game Dad.
Good game, Dad.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
good. To be fair. That would be a few people that like it. I don't know if you guys know Nerd Cubed. He's like one of my favorite YouTubers ever. His dad
No.
started a channel and he just called himself Dad Cubed.
Yeah, see?
And like he's got like a few 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. He's done really well
Mental.
on it. Um, but anyway, my iToy story. I forgot where I was. iToy story is my dad would play it, and because I was too short, he'd just tell me to stand there. But because like the little animals came at the bottom of the screen, they'd
Yeah.
like bash against my head, and that would actually defeat them. So I was actually helping him.
That's brilliant.
Okay, let's get into it. So, first, I don't know if you played these games, Becca, but Minecraft versus LA Noir.
I will go. I've not played LA Noir, but I do want to get around to it. So I'm gonna have to go in Minecraft, and I've got like 300 hours in Minecraft anyway. So
Nice.
fair choice.
Are you any good with Redstone? Because I could never
Oh, no,
get the
I
hang of
never
that.
do that. I'm rubbish at it. I don't get it. I don't bother that bit. I just mine for ages. I'm like, blue diamonds, where are they? I
Yeah.
just do that for ages.
Have you seen the people that have like made like Pokemon Red, like
Oh
playable
no.
Pokemon Red
Oh
in
wow.
Minecraft? Like they'll have a Game Boy there and like the face of it, and then behind it they'll have like so many different components, and
That's
it's
amazing.
a working Pokemon Red. Like I don't understand how they've done it, but you can do it.
Wow.
Like it's
Bloody hell.
mental. I'm sure there's a few mods and stuff in there, but like it's been done. Okay, next one. This is hard.
Oh no.
Detroit Become Human or the iToy play?
So what was the first game? Sorry.
Detroit Become Human or the
Oh
iToy play?
no. Oh no. That's really hard. 'Cause I love both of them. Oh God. Oh, that's really throw a spanner in the works.
That's what I like to
I'm gonna
do.
say. Oh, I'm gonna say iToy because it was actually the first game I ever had on the PS2. So I'm gonna go with
Oof.
iToy.
Okay.
Fair, fair.
I agree with that.
I don't, but I think it's because I've got like PTSD from my dad. So there we go. Okay, Stardew Valley or Ratchet and Clank?
Stardew Valley.
Yeah,
Oof, wow.
I thought that'd be the one. I put that in there because I was trying to think like, right, what's the chillest game that I can think of? And I thought Stardew Valley. Yeah. Okay. Assassin's Creed or the Elder Scrolls?
I've not played any of them, but I have played Skyrim. So I will go with Elder Scrolls just because that's the closest thing that I can
Yeah,
relate to.
that's fine. I've only
Yeah,
played
okay.
Skyrim as well, to be fair. I think that was like the Elder Scrolls that became like really mainstream, in my
Yeah,
opinion, anyway.
yeah.
Okay, Crash Bandicoot 1 or
Mhm.
Until Dawn?
I love the sound effects.
Yeah.
Crash
Uh,
Bandicoot Until Dawn. I will have to say uh, Until Dawn. I'm gonna. I just.
I didn't think
Ooh.
you'd go for that.
Yeah,
No,
Okay.
I didn't think
I'm
either.
gonna say that because I remember just being so taken back by the experience, and that was what made me fall in love with those like butterfly effect games. And
Mm.
also, a core memory with that is when I met my partner, he'd never played any of those games. And then I introduced them to him, and Until Dawn was the first one, and we had it on a projector, lights out, projector on, Until Dawn, and it was just such an amazing experience. So I'm going with
That's
Until
so good.
Dawn.
I am
Okay.
trying to get Abby to sit with me while I play one of these like Dark Pictures or Until Dawn games, and like I say to her, like I'll play it. You don't have to do anything. You just watch it like a horror film, and I just want to see what area. I want to try and film it, but I don't think she'd ever let me. Okay, next one: Astrobot
Yeah.
or The Last of Us?
That's again really difficult. I'm gonna go with Astrobot just because there is so like the way that they spent so much time. The detailing is so beautiful. Like even when
Yeah.
Astrobot is running on certain types of floor, and you can hear it in the controller,
Mm.
it's just an incredible experience, and all the different sort of like power ups that he has. I'm gonna say Astrobot.
It's still one I need to play.
You have to play it.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
do.
do.
You have to play it.
Why? I've just realised there's a massive like line on the on this. It's fine. Tech difficulties. Okay. Fallout or Harold Halibut?
Harold Halibut.
Ooh,
Thought
okay.
so. Have you ever played Fallout?
I've seen like brief moments of it, and like seen tiny bits of it, but it's something that I actually do kind of want to experience. But I struggle with like first person games sometimes because of the motion sickness.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I'd say Harold Halibut.
Uh,
I'm sure.
um.
I'm sure there'd be a way you could like if you got it on PC, you could probably get a mod to make it third person, possibly.
Oh, maybe. I'll look into it.
I will say the TV show is very good.
Right.
The
Oh, I forgot
Fallout
there was a
TV
TV
show.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good.
Oh my. Is that on Netflix or is it like Now TV
Yeah.
or
It's on Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime? We got Amazon Prime. I'll check it out.
Very good.
Humble flex. We got Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
S- Wait, sorry. Before we move on, I'm so sorry. Um, so um, m- my partner, she loves playing video games, right? But there
Mhm.
are story-driven games aren't necessarily her thing, right? So we started off watching. Um, I want to get this right. So we started off watching The Last of Us, and she was like, "Oh my god, it's such an amazing story," and I was like, "It's actually better in the game." And she was
Yeah.
like, "No, not a chance." And I was like, "No, honestly, it's a lot better in the game." And then we watched Fallout, and she was like, "Oh my god, it's such an amazing story." And I was like, "Again, the story is better in the game." I was like, "You need to play more story-driven games."
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, go on. Sorry.
I want to know first, Becca. Do you can agree or disagree, but me and Poetic are kind of in agreement that video games are the best form of storytelling.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
Because it's you with the controller going through it together. Like I have a really bad attention span, and the one thing that keeps me engaged is gaming because I'm controlling it and I'm part of that world. So
yeah.
100%,
Yeah.
100% agree.
Good,
Love
good.
it.
Okay. You're gonna hate me. You're really gonna hate me now.
Oh no.
Bratz Rock Angels
Uh-huh.
or Tomb Raider Legend?
Oh, that's
I had to do it.
diabolical.
I had to
Oh
do
my
it.
god.
First rounder.
I want to leave the podcast. How dare you?
That's getting clipped. That's so getting clipped.
Yeah, please.
um Oh, that's making my
Oh.
palms sweat. Like you really pushed it on that one. Oh, because the thing that I'm struggling with is in Tomb Raider Legend, like I love the mansion, like the detailing in the
Mm,
mansion part of
Mm.
it is just absolutely gorgeous, and the game itself is just incredible. And Lara Croft looks amazing when she goes to, I think it's Japan. She has that like sexy little suit on, and
yeah.
then but oh my god, I don't know. I'm gonna go with. I am gonna go with Bratz just because, and it's. I know just because of the memories that I've had with it, and obviously I've done the live stream with it, and I've met so many people through the Bratz
Yeah.
streaming side of things, and the joy that the Bratz games have brought to people. So it's really, really, really close, but I'm just gonna side with the Bratz. People are gonna
Okay.
hate
Okay.
me.
So that is our round of 16. So just to recap, the quarterfinals will now be Minecraft, Stardew Valley, the iToy Play, Elder Scrolls, Harold Halibut, Until Dawn, Astrobot, and Bratz Rock Angels.
Oh,
So Minecraft versus the iToy.
so what's first two? What are the two games?
Minecraft versus the iToy.
iToy.
Ooh,
Ooh,
I
okay.
like it. Quick fire.
Yeah.
Until Dawn versus Astrobot.
Until Dawn.
Wow. Okay.
I
Right.
am shocked. She didn't mean it. She didn't mean it. She did not mean
I'm
it.
sorry.
I love it. I love it. Okay. Stardew Valley or The Elder Scrolls?
Stardew Valley.
Oh.
Okay.
See, I love this because the first round we talk a lot about the games, and then it's like, right, it's serious now. Let's
I'm,
get
Yeah.
into it.
I am ready.
Okay. Harold Halibut
Yeah.
versus Bratz Rock Angels.
Bratz Rock Angels.
Nice. Okay. Into the semi-final is the I-Toy Play, Until Dawn, Stardew Valley, and Bratz Rock Angels.
Oh my god.
To make it into the final, the I-Toy Play or Until Dawn.
I'm gonna go with Until Dawn.
Okay.
Okay.
This is so hard, by the way.
I know. It's why we do it. I love it. I love seeing people like squirm. Okay. Stardew Valley or Bratz Rock Angels.
Bratz Rock Angels.
Oof, that was easy.
Right. And in the final, we have Until Dawn versus Bratz Rock Angels. Becca, Chill and Comfort Gaming. Who is your champion?
Oh, I'm gonna have to go with the Bratz Rock Angels. I'm gonna have to.
You heard it here first, guys. Rebecca's favourite game of all time, undisputed, can never be changed, is Bratz Rock Angels.
Oh, that hurt my soul in so many ways.
I
That was
feel like
brilliant.
I really did you dirty on some of the round of 16 stuff.
Dirty what you just did. What you both did. I hope you're proud of yourselves. Pair of you.
No,
I
this
I
has
look.
nothing to do with me. This has nothing to do with me.
Has nothing to do with me.
Oh god, that was amazing. That was
Oh.
That was
amazing.
brilliant.
Oh, right. So we move on to the debate. We talk about what we said earlier on in the podcast. So, Rebecca, I'm gonna say we leave yours to last because I feel like
Yeah.
yours is gonna be really like a deep topic. So
Oh,
I'll go for mine first. I feel like it's a very quick and easy one. Cozy and chill games are better as adults. And my reasoning for saying this is that after a hard day of work, you know, I don't want to be doing a massive story driven game. Therefore, like, I'm very lucky I work in a school, so I get extended periods off, like the half terms and that. That's when I'll
Mm.
delve into my story driven games. But after work and stuff like that, just a little, sometimes I'll play mobile games even, like just cozy games that I don't have to really think about. What are your guys' takes on it?
I was just about to say I was going to come from the exact same perspective of, you've had a really hard day at work,
Mhm.
you just want to switch off completely, and sometimes you just want to play a mindless game.
Yeah.
But some people might go the opposite way and go, "No, do you know what? I'm feeling frustrated. I want to play something a bit more like just to get my feelings out, whatever." But
Yeah.
for the most, I would definitely say that cozy comfort games is better as an adult, though.
Mm. Did you play any
Yeah.
cozy games when you were younger, like a child or a teen?
So yeah, so I played like The Sims 2 a lot. I tried to install it recently on my PC and it's just not having it at all.
Ah,
But I was actually more into like the Tomb Raider and Crash Bandicoots and things that were a bit more out there with that.
yeah.
So it was a bit of a mixture for me. What about you two?
I the only kind of like cozy game. I don't know whether. No, I did actually. Tell a lie, because I played a lot of like the tycoon games. It's like Roller
Mm.
Coaster Tycoon, the movies,
Yeah.
Stronghold 2, if anyone played that. It's like a castle builder game. So I did quite a lot. But then I'd also play like SWAT 4 and Call of Duty and FIFA and stuff like that. So I had probably more varied than now with my games when I was younger.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I haven't really played many chilled games. Um, but I would use like games like FIFA or Call of Duty as like my downtime game, I guess. Um, and like when you've posed the debate topic, it did get me thinking that, do you know what? Like there are days where I just want to be like, do you know what? I want to. So the way I used to phrase it was headphones on, game in hand, world off,
I like
and
that a lot.
Yeah, I love
yeah.
that.
You need to get that on a
So
t-shirt or something.
oh, that's a great idea. Okay, I might try that. Um, but yeah, and I think as an adult, I think it's the reason why I still love Nintendo and a lot of the Nintendo games, right? Because I can just hop into Mario. The story is very it's basically always the same, right? You know, save Princess Peach or collect these stars, and I'm just in that world. I don't need to worry about anything, and I'm just having fun.
Mm,
Um, so yeah, I think as an adult, it is really important. Um, and again, I'm going to go off on a tangent here, but I read the book called Play, which is actually is a really good book, but it was saying how important play is in life, especially as an adult.
mm,
And like play for people can be a whole bunch of different things, right? For a musician, it could be singing or playing an instrument. For us gamers, play is actual play. For sports people, play can be, like having a kickabout with your friends in a park or whatever. But it's so important to just have that time to be able to chill and be comfortable, pardon the pun, but that is so important in life, and it's something that we tend to not do as often as we probably should. So yeah, I think yeah, it is so important.
yeah, nice. Do you want to crack on with your debate question, Poetic?
Yeah, games are getting harder and harder as the generation goes on,
I would
and
definitely say so.
Mm,
yeah,
But there have been times in the past though where games have been really difficult as well. But I'm wondering if modern games are just starting to push the boundaries a little bit further, if how difficult they can make it. Like for example, Dark Souls. I can't do
yeah,
any games like that.
see,
Terrible.
the thing that I go to is games back in the day. They didn't hold your hand. Like
No.
no,
you look at Tomb Raider. Like there were so many times I was stuck on a puzzle, and especially back in I was born in '98, so my childhood game was the noughties when like a lot of the Tomb Raiders were already out, I think, because like PS1, PS2 era. So I was like going back to them, but the internet wasn't like YouTube didn't exist till 2007, I want to say. So you couldn't just look it up.
yeah.
It was really, really difficult to get the game. And I just went back to Resident Evil, and I've never played Resident Evil. The amount of times I've gone into a room and I've been like, I don't know what I'm meant to do here.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but I think if you look at it that way, it's like your debate, like modern games are more difficult. I would disagree with, but if you look at like Dark Souls compared to Crash Bandicoot, then I would agree with it. You know what I mean?
Well,
So
yeah, no, I was coming from the aspect of essentially like yeah, Dark Souls games where there is like literally a genre of games where it's they're just essentially there to be difficult, right?
yeah,
But then you look at stuff like getting a bit technical here, like Call of Duty, where they've changed the matchmaking system so that it is more difficult, right?
mm,
So that you're having a worse time playing and stuff like that. And it just feels like as we've progressed through the generation, it's less, oh yeah, like this game is challenging, and it's more, this game is difficult. I'm going to stop playing because I don't mind a
yeah,
challenge. A challenge is why we play a lot. games a lot of the time, but to the point where it's like, all right, I'm. This is the 10th time I faced this boss. This is getting ridiculous.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
embarrassing story, but
Another one?
yeah, Gran Turismo. You can get a license in Gran Turismo. I can't remember which game it was. It was on the PS3. I spent I spent maybe like 5 hours replaying a circuit which is like the trial is like less than 15 seconds, but to get gold, you've got to get it down in 12 seconds. I
Mm,
spent 5 hours playing that one 15-second like race thing because I wanted to get a gold thing. See, that was a challenge and it was fun,
yeah.
but I wouldn't spend 5 hours facing the same boss over and over again.
No.
No.
But yeah,
Um,
that's my take.
you've changed my opinion. I agree with you, I think. Now that you're saying it like that, I agree.
I think one thing that makes gaming more difficult today is a lot of games are now online. So I've
Mm,
played hours and hours of Dead by Daylight, right?
Mm,
yeah,
But if you don't have a great internet connection, the amount of waiting to get into a lobby to then start the game, and then by the time that you've got into a match, you're then like, right, my attention's gone now because I've waited so long to play. I
yeah,
think that side of things makes gaming a lot more difficult. And Dead by Daylight's difficult anyway.
mm,
Like,
yeah,
it is a challenging game anyway. But the fact that, if you don't have a great internet connection, you can't play games like Dead by Daylight because you just can't get into a match. So I think that makes modern gaming a lot more difficult.
yeah,
yeah. No, absolutely, and that is also another aspect that I didn't even consider when I
yeah.
was making that statement. But yeah,
I can't get into Dead by Daylight. I have tried. I did one stream on it, and I got like 2 or 3 funny moments because people were just messing about. But like, it's not a game I will. I may return to it for Halloween, and that's about it.
Yeah.
I'd say, but not for me because, as you say, it is a difficult game, and I feel like it's very. You need to understand it to play it, and I feel like it's a game that I have to actually research before I go in and play it, which is a bit mad. But there you go.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, Becca, do you want to kick off with your debate?
Yeah, so my debate thing is why isn't sign language represented in video games and why it isn't an option to have it on. So say if you're playing like for example Until Dawn, you know, it would be great if somebody would be signing so you could be in that world as well. The one reason why I think about it, so I didn't do signing up when I was younger, but I was deaf. So when I was younger, I
Oh,
had glue ear,
mm,
and because of that, it meant that I was like behind on my speech and my language, so I had to go to additional needs school to kind of catch up. But there was one point where the doctor was like, "Well, she can have this procedure to have grommets in her ears, or she can just do sign language." And I'm really glad that I'm quite lucky in terms of I could like have a chat with people and that. But
yeah,
I'm glad that there's more representation in video games. But I feel like the sign language side of things is missing. Like, I went on
yeah,
Steam to have a look to see, like, is there any games on sign language or about sign language? And there's nothing. But why is that? Because it's in media like TVs and music
yeah.
videos. But why isn't that in video games? I don't understand.
no, I
Hon-
don't.
Honestly, I don't know either. But have you played Spider-Man 2?
No, are you on about the newer games?
Yeah,
Or are you on about the old?
yeah.
I've
No,
played the first one, not second.
the new game. So there is a side mission. Um, I want to get this correct. There is a side mission, and so one of the main NPCs, she's deaf, and
Right.
the side mission is kind of played off the perspective of her being deaf, and it's one of the best side missions I've
Oh,
ever experienced. And there was a lot of backlash about it at the time, but I do think, right, like accessibility options in video games just make games better. Um,
I agree.
and I think it might have been yourself that did a short on that. Was it you?
I've not done anything about that yet, but it might be something
Okay.
to do in the future.
Mm.
But I saw a short and it was basically like about how like certain aspects of things have just made things better, and accessibility options have always made video games better in the long term, right? Um, and yeah, I genuinely don't know. And it's not as if it's something that's hard to do, right? Well,
No,
I imagine it's not.
Yeah,
I think like the thing that I like the it's I think because of subtitles that it's not ever gonna be a thing, and I think that's a really bad way of looking at it because it's like subtitles are one thing, but if you had, because like you have it on TV, we have like the little, I was supposed to say the little person in the corner. That sounds weird. That you have the person in the corner of the screen, signing and everything. I wasn't gonna sign now because I could have said something rude.
yeah,
um, but being able to turn that on, you'd actually be able to like convey a bit more emotion than just having subtitles. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? Because like you see them on the telly, and it is usually like I don't know why, but it always seems to be like Homes Under the Hammer or like really
Yeah,
like daytime telly programs. But the amount of emotion that they will actually give in their face, because in a way it's like, and I don't want to discredit you here, Becca, but it is similar to acting. They're having to express all that emotion without even saying anything. So I feel like if they could have that, or even have it where it's like one of the characters from the game gets put down there. So like
yeah.
imagine like Spyro. I can't remember what the dragonfly literally called Dragonfly in
Is this
Spyro.
Spark?
Sparks,
Sparks, that's it.
Sparks.
But imagine if Sparks is down there doing sign language, like how,
Great.
like a little mascot, or like in Astrobot. I don't know if there's any speech in Astrobot, but if he was down there doing it,
Yeah,
it's
I guess I guess my question to you, specific better, is would would sign language convey the story in the game better than subtitles and the action that's happening in the game?
I think potentially, like going back to what you were saying, Dan, about the face expressions. I think so.
mm,
Um, but I was thinking, what if there was a game where all the characters did sign language, but it was a part of that world, but it did have subtitles underneath. But what if every single character did the signing? Say if it was in like a horror setting and everybody was
Mm,
signing, but there was
mm,
subtitles underneath. I think that would be so atmospheric. I think it'd be amazing. I know they've got the Quiet Place, which is not. I don't know if it's official. I've not seen the film, but I know they do like they can't speak and then an actor
yeah,
yeah,
speak. But if there was like a game where every single character did signing, but it had like subtitles, so if anybody wasn't deaf, could understand it and feel it. I think it'd be a whole new way of gaming. I really
yeah.
do.
No, I think that would be
you
awesome.
you have just gave me a mega idea. Have you ever played the Quiet Place game?
No,
No.
So
I didn't even know there was a game.
so it's a horror game, but the sound of your mic is picked up by the monster.
Oh, is that what it's
Oh,
called? I've seen people
And
play that.
I've played it, but it's a difficult one to stream because obviously you want to interact with people.
yeah,
And I was thinking, what if for something like that, I'd have to get it set up, but I did it for a sign language charity, and I learned very basic, like thanks for the follow or whatever it was,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I think that'd be such a good idea, and if we could get a few people doing it. I mean,
So
if someone wants to do that and take the idea, go for it because I feel like that'd be so cool.
Also, as well, so you know how I feel like obviously the iToy was massive on the PS2, and I feel like that element of the iToy kind of just disappeared later in gaming. But if there was a way that technology could make a game, and it's like, right, you've got to copy signs on the screen, and you've got to match it, and then it's say like, oh, you're doing it right or wrong. That could be a great way of having the gaming and education
Yeah,
in as
bit
well.
like
Yeah.
So
brain
cool.
training, if you remember that
Yeah.
on the DS.
Yeah. So there's a game, Ghostwire Tokyo. I haven't actually played it, but I know that essentially it's first person and you basically cast spells and stuff. But the way that the character casts spells is there is a lot of hand movements, and
Right.
that could translate with like an eye toy, like peripheral, where you're physically having to do the hand movements to cast said spells. And then to move it a bit forward, the educational piece there could essentially be like for dialogue options, you have to kind of like hand gesture your way through, if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
I think
Yeah,
Probably,
that'd
yeah.
be.
but
I,
yeah, no, I think that's that would be definitely, it needs to happen. It should happen.
yeah, I can't believe it hasn't. Like the amount of like accessibility options that are already there. Like I don't know if you guys know the game Peak.
I've
Yeah.
seen people play. That's the one where like, I think didn't you and Game Matter play it at one point?
Yeah, yeah. I love it, but like they they obviously they're an indie company, and in the game there's like different types of fruit that you can eat. And just while they were developing the game, it was like, right, the red fruit's good, the green fruit's bad. And then a little while later, a lot of people complain, like saying, well, I'm red green colorblind, so I haven't got a clue,
Yeah.
and they had to
Oh,
rely on the friends and stuff. So what they've done is they've added colorblind mode where the it's still red, but it has like stripes on it, like yellow stripes or something, so like this is bad, don't eat it type of thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's still a little bit of like you've got to figure out which ones are good and bad, but at least now colorblind people can go and play it on their own rather than just guessing all the time. And I think we need more developers like that. And I think that's
Yeah.
the only way that things are going to
100%.
change.
Mhm.
Okay, shall we move on to the end game?
Go on then.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. So, this is the end game where we do Poetic's Corner. We're going to have the guest's good gamer, not my good gamer. And Rebecca, you're going to answer Game Matters question.
Cool.
And also give a question for the next guest.
Yes, I always forget to say that. It's a good thing you're here, Poetic. Okay, so Poetic, kick us off with your poem, please.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
this is gonna be
I'm gonna preface a few things. First, I haven't played this game in decades.
okay.
Wow.
So I've had to do quite a bit of research whilst writing it. Also, and if you guess this correctly, which I think you probably would, I promise you, Dan doesn't know what game this is.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm saying that is because it came up at some point during the podcast, and I was like, bloody hell, you couldn't have planned this any better.
Okay.
Um, okay, so Uh, purple and full of spirit, fire, and sparks. A journey of rescue we must embark. Dragons held in crystals and 5 homelands taken. There's a nasty knock at the door that must be shaken. The balloonist will transport me from land to land. The artisans, peacekeepers, magic crafters, beast makers, and dream weavers are all counting on us to land. Recovering stolen treasure and dragon eggs along the way, we will defeat Nasty's forces and save the day. I am the game of dragons. Yes, I breathe fire, dash, and glide. I am the game that has been reignited. This purple you cannot hide. I am the game of realms, dragon worlds, purple, and platforming. That's my claim to fame. So, Rebecca, what's the name of the game?
Spyro.
Yes.
Well done.
Yes.
Mate, can I just say, like,
That was so good, by the way.
yeah, you
Thank you.
You're always good at them, but each one gets better and better and
Oh, mate,
better.
I was really worried about this 'cause I was just sat there, like, my girlfriend was like, so her setup was over there, so she can see my screen, and I was just sat there watching like Spyro gameplay and stuff, and I was like, I need to make sure like I get this right. She was like, why on earth are you watching Spyro? And I was like, nah, I need to get this right. I have to get this right.
Fair play,
You
you
did
did get it
amazing.
right, mate.
Thank you.
Can I just say a funny contrast to that? So that's what
Mm.
you write. The other day, I went to pick Abby up from work, and I finished at 4:30, and this day she finished at 6. So I had about an hour where I was just sat outside of work, just chilling, and my phone died, and I had a pen and paper, and I thought, what can I do? And I was like, I'll try and write a poem. So you wrote that, and I wrote a song or a poem about Abby to the tune of Agadoo.
Yes.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. I'm not gonna sing it.
Oh, mate,
Oh, come on now.
I was waiting for that.
No,
Same.
so the whole premise was like she does a lot in where she works. So the
Yeah.
whole premise, instead of it being Agadoo, it was Abby do. And then I basically list all the
That's
stuff that she
I
does.
brilliant.
love that.
That is actually brilliant.
I love that.
But yeah, Abby's got a lot of mentions today. She'll be happy with that.
Yeah.
um, okay, so now we go on to what's usually Dan's Good Gamer. Obviously, that's my like name, Good Game Dan. But today we're going to do the guest Good Gamer. So Rebecca, this is your chance to shout out as many people. There is no limit. As many people as you want to shout out. Tell us a bit about them, and go for it.
God, there is just so many, so many people. But I'm gonna just put it down to one, and
Okay.
it's because
Mhm.
I know him in person. Is the Fat Rat Man, and I
Mm,
think it'd be great if you had him on here at some point. Obviously, when
yeah.
things get sorted with you moving and things like that. But of one, I know him as a person because I used to work with him. He's really passionate about video games, and he's been streaming for quite some time. And he's really grinded, and he's worked extremely hard to get to where he is now. And he's actually just started a podcast called Monday Mornings. So
Nice.
I love that.
he's always working at it with video games. He's so friendly and so chatty, and I just want to give him that limelight that he does work hard and he deserves all the credit.
Nice. So everyone go, and if you're listening or watching, go and have a look at the Fat Rat Man. Did I say that right? Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's called
Go
Ben.
go and follow Ben. Go and look at his podcast, because we know how hard it is to kind of start up a podcast. Um,
Yeah.
so hopefully that goes really, really well. And that's another podcast that's been added to my list of them that I can listen to.
It's Emmy and XP Chef that are part of that as well. They're like other
Yeah.
co-hosts as well, but
Oh,
I
amazing.
think it was Ben that started that off. So yeah,
That's
go and
really
check
cool.
them all
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Go check all those guys out. And also don't forget to check Becca out as well. What was that
Yes.
noise then?
Yeah, it sounds
Oh,
like a dog
sorry.
chew toy.
No, sorry. I moved my keyboard back and then it squeaked. The keyboard did not like that at all, did
I thought you just got scared then, Poetic. Ah!
it? Oh,
Um, okay. Poetic, you got Game Matters question?
I do. I've
Go on.
changed it ever so slightly. Ever so slightly, just because it in all fairness, it will be my fault. I probably typed it down wrong.
Okay.
Um, but I'm going before I ask the question. I'm going to preface it by saying that this is video game related, right, Becca?
Yep.
So, yeah. If you could sit down with anyone of your choice, and that could be a real person in video games or fictional character, who would it be, and what question would you ask them if you could only ask them one thing?
It's a great question.
Oh, That is such a great question.
It is a
Who
brilliant question.
would I sit down with? Um, Let me have a little think for a second.
That's all right.
Okay. I'm trying to think what I'd say to that answer.
Same. And actually, I know exactly who I'd sit down with.
Let me look at my game collection and see if there's any inspiration. um. Oh, okay. I'm gonna say Sora from Kingdom Hearts
Good
Ooh,
choice.
okay.
Good choice.
And what would you
because,
ask them? Okay, go on. Sorry, yeah.
and I would ask them something like, what is it really like to wield the keyblade? Because that it's like, do your arms get tired? How heavy is the keyblade? Like, they're the
That's
sort of like
brilliant.
nitpicky questions that I'd ask. So yeah,
I
I would
love
say I
that.
was Sora from Kingdom Hearts.
I
Nice.
love
I
that.
love it.
That's brilliant.
This-
Mine's very boring, probably, and it would be I would sit down with Shigeru Miyamoto,
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
so the creator of Mario, Legend of Zelda, Donkey Kong,
That would be cool, to be fair.
Yeah,
and
that'd be
I
sick.
would ask him what his creative process is.
Ooh.
Nice.
So yeah, that would be mine.
And he'd go, I come up with an idea and I tell other people to do it for me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, I just need to get people that are smarter than me to, make my visions reality.
Well, you're not going to find any here, mate.
What
Not for me.
about
I
you?
can't speak for Becca. Me, for, as a game character, it would probably be Crash Bandicoot. And
That
Ooh.
crossed my mind. That it did cross my mind.
do you know what I'd ask him? I'd ask him, why were you mute in the first game?
That's brilliant. He'll if he doesn't sign language back to you,
Yeah.
I'll be very
Yeah.
disappointed.
Just goes like this to me.
Yeah. Oh, that's brilliant.
And then if it was
Um,
like a real person in a like the gaming thing, it would probably be some of the guys from What Culture. Like I can't really pick one. Like I've been lucky enough to meet Ash, and I had a lovely conversation with her. I tried to sneak in getting her on the podcast, but I don't think that's gonna happen for a few more seasons. But we will see. Maybe one day.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's brilliant.
Cool. Okay, Becca, we want you now to ask a question to the next guest that we have on, which I think little exclusive. I don't know who will be first, but I'm in talks with JM Games, who
Ooh.
he followed you the other day in the chat.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know too much
I've got him on
about him.
TikTok as well now.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm also in talks with Lainey.
Ooh, slay.
So, or it could be the Fat Rat Man. Who knows?
I mean,
So-
I've got a couple as well. So
Yeah. We're working our magic, getting
Working,
people on.
Okay, so if you could have a takeaway night, like order on Just Eat, with any game character, which would it be and what would you order?
What a question! What a question! I want to answer that, but I genuinely don't know.
Sorry,
That's a bit.
so
I was like,
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking
yeah,
about
no.
it.
If you could have a takeaway night with any video game character, who would it be, and what would you order them? And
yeah.
Oh my god, what a question!
I feel like if you had a takeaway night with Crash Bandicoot, it would just spin around and cause a mess. Like, say if you ordered like a spaghetti bolognese or something, that'd just be like meatballs or whatever on the walls.
Yeah.
That would be brilliant. I'm a messy cook, so if I cook and there's a mess, I'm like, Crash came, he did his thing and he left.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what I think I'd do? I'd get like Kratos or someone because I just feel like he could eat a lot, so it'd be like a banquet.
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
brilliant.
that's a very good
That is a
question, Becca. I'm
yeah, that is
excited for the
brilliant.
answer to that. Okay, so Becca, this is now your platform to completely and utterly plug everything you have, no holds barred, and let people know where they can find you, what you do, and stuff like that.
Okay, so I am currently mainly on TikTok. So if you want to follow me on TikTok, it is Chill and Comfort Gaming. But if you don't have TikTok, you can still come and find me. I'm on YouTube with exactly the same username. It's Chill and Comfort Gaming. And I've got some things planned on the way. For example, doing like Halloween games and things like that, dressed as Alice from Alice Madness Returns. And I can't wait to meet more people on my live streams. If you just want to look at a chilled game that you might not have seen before, just want to have a laugh, come find me.
Nice. And
Brilliant.
do you have a schedule for your live streams or just kind of go live whenever?
So I try and do Wednesdays and then sometimes at the weekend, but obviously we're all adults who've got busy lives. But I
Yeah.
usually try and do a Wednesday at least.
Very cool, very cool. Okay, so that is the end of a very interesting and tangent-filled episode of the Good Poets Gaming Podcast. That is episode 2 of season 2 in the books. Still can't believe we're on season 2. So,
Yeah.
Poetic, if you want to kind of start signing us off, and then Becca will do the final part.
Yeah, sure. I mean, this has by far been my favorite episode to date. I feel like I keep saying this, but like honestly, I've laughed so much. It's been it's been so good. Uh, Becca, we have to have you on again.
Mhm.
Honestly, it's been a
We
pleasure. I've loved it. If you need me for anything else, just holler at me. I'm here.
and
We will.
no, this it's been brilliant. But yeah, listeners and gamers, this has been episode 2, our 12th episode. Can't believe we've been doing this for 3 months now. It's actually nuts, but it's it's getting better and better. And Becca, thank you so much for being such an amazing guest. And
Yep.
yeah, Becca, over to you.
And we're going to sign out now and let's have a happy gaming.
Happy gaming.
I missed that completely.